President's Day 2018, which is February the 19th, and we're headed back home today. The more I've traveled, the more I've realized that home is not so much where you're at, it's where your people at. Home is where your heart is. That's the saying, right? Sling Blade? I think the porpoise are back out in the ocean. A little bit nostalgic because I wonder how these lights work. Oh man! See, it's yellow though. It's regular bulbs. This was all my shit, you know. Sarah painted that. That's a picture from Edinburgh, Scotland. You know, I said home is where you make it. This is like where I made my home. The reason I didn't bring any clothes is because I wanted to raid my closet here. That's my mom. This was a Valentine that she gave to me a long time ago. Calling your smile makes me smile. Your laugh makes me laugh. You're a cure for the blues, and I love you, Mom. Love you too, Mom. Miss you. And unfortunately, I guess I'm gonna leave that here. Something else I've never told y'all is that I spent about 6 years of my life, and a lot longer than that, as an addict, like in active addiction. So my goal every day was basically to get fucked up. So I brought my addiction out here to North Carolina from Texas. It got really bad after my mom died in 2010, and that is the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book. That is the Narcotics Anonymous Basic Text. That is a Narcotics Anonymous Step Workbook, and this is the 12 and 12. I had to throw myself absolutely 100% into recovery to get over it. I actually wouldn't even detox on my own. I went to a rehab program called DART, Drug and Alcohol Rehabilitation and Treatment, but it's run by the correction system, so it's like a hybrid of prison and rehab. Anyways, it worked. I got out of there and took off running. That's when I started hiking, and everything that's happened on this channel, all these crazy videos that I posted, good or bad, like yesterday did not go over well. I'm sorry about that. And it's all been since I got sober. I grew up with that world map right beside my bed, and I think it has inspired a lot of my desire to travel. Alright, on the road. Say bye. Bye, guys.
Have a good one.
Nice job on the garden.
It's fun. It's going to look better by the end of spring.
We're in Bolivia right now, which is the county seat. There's a ridiculous number of townships, like over 10 different townships plus the county. And this old house burned down 2 years ago. Funny story. So what happened is this woman that was in the Air Force rented the house, and then there used to be an addition on the back which has been torn off since it burned. And she had rented it to some guys, and they weren't paying their rent, and she obviously drank a lot because there were like 1,000 beer cans piled up in the back right after it burned when I came to clean it out. And the story is that she got mad at them for not paying rent, so she went in the back to light all their stuff on fire, ended up catching the whole house on fire. I mean, it burned our house down, which sucked, and it also burned all her stuff up. I really wanted to make how-to videos when I got out of college and started a rental property maintenance company, and my idea out here is to tear this house down, salvage the wood out of it, and go to another piece of property in the woods, clear a place, put in utilities, and build essentially like a small home. I guess the real question is, would y'all enjoy watching vlogs of beach life in coastal Carolina, some fishing, and then the process of salvaging an old home and building it into something new and nice and probably off the grid? Because look at this camellia bush. Carolina just grows stuff, man. They get rain and sunshine and it's a moderate climate. All right, Brian's waiting. Well, there was a huge difference in the way that Dad...
Oh, yeah. What are you doing?
Like 30 minutes, we'll fly to Charlotte. Incorporating video into a legitimate business aside from commercials is tough, and I just passed a billboard for the CarolinasFinest.com. It's a real estate company, and Jessica Rifle Edwards has a YouTube channel where she posts videos of the property that she has for sale, as well as like tips, and she talks to home buyers and gives them advice for it. Shooting real estate can be well, it's a legitimate way to make money for videographers, and just watching the video, a lot of the property and views are shot with a drone, and then the interior is mostly movie shots going in reveals through doorways into rooms and then turning to reveal the rest of the room. It's just one more skill that you got to pick up to make a living with a camera. This flight was about 20 minutes late, and we only have a 45-minute layover in Charlotte.
Now what, you got to put it up here?
Now I gotta put it up here. I've heard a lot of people recently getting upset about the monetization policy, where the algorithm chooses whether it's acceptable for advertisers or not. And kind of the way I see it is that we're lucky to have YouTube as a platform to host video. We've got to learn how to play by the rules. In order to get a TV show on a network and to make any money doing it, you've got to please a lot of, producers and whoever makes the decisions of whether it gets published or not. It's super busy in Charlotte today. They got a pretty cool airport. A lot of like windows and walkways. And I guess there's plenty of shopping. I had to get through 2 different terminals from E to C. I walked straight off the plane, hit the toilet, and it is 4:09, so they're boarding right now, and I'm walking into the gate. See 12, 14, 15, 17, 18, and I need 13. Oh, it's right here.
So,
Wasn't even a layover, just a wake up. Should I refuse it?
well, you somebody trying to say something,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to sit next to you for 5 hours. Yeah. No problem.
I'm smart.
The Vegas flight's always fun. Everybody's in a good mood. Party time. Started flying back was a 4-hour and 20-minute flight. Flying there from west to east was only a 3-hour and 20-minute flight. Now we have one last stop for my sister because we're in Las Vegas and driving home, and she wants some Chick-fil-A. She loves Chick-fil-A, and we're gonna take care of that. And that sunset as we were flying lasted for like an hour and a half because we were flying west into the sunset around the curvature of the earth fast enough that basically It started about New Mexico and lasted all the way to Vegas, New Mexico, I don't know, Kansas, Kentucky? No, not Kentucky, not that far east. Well, everybody's asleep, so I love you guys. I hope you have a great night, and I will see y'all mañana.